All right. So, all of you are heading towards the Three Sisters Sanctuary in Goshen, Massachusetts. It is hidden behind wooded hills, set on several acres of preserved land where there's like a garden that's kind of like an art piece garden. So all the shrubbery is made into statues. There's naturalistic forestry surrounding it, and there is essentially a normal colonial style church. So it's wooden. It's somewhat small, but it's gotten extended sections where there is like a nunnery and other housing opportunities for individuals of faith, along with some offices. But the main thing is the altar. It looks heavily Catholic in its build, but it is transformed into a non denominational church with three individuals who run the sanctuary itself. Sister Stella, you know that those three currently are an individual named Serpentine or Father Pentine, a another individual named Father Emmett, who seems of more of a Catholic faith and kind of normal, and then your favored individual, Inquisitor Dominic.
Mhm.
But you all arrive, I assume, in the pink van.
No better way.
There is
Absolutely.
there is a large parking set area. Most of it is dirt road, but some of it is paved enough to be considered actual pavement and not rough on your wheels. And there is a group of people waiting until midnight. It's probably about, we'll say, 11:40, just waiting for the doors to open. As you exit your car, please make a wits and awareness for me.
Come on.
Is there even a point for me to roll my one die?
Yes.
Sure.
You say sure. I don't think you really mean it. I got one success.
3 successes.
What were we supposed to be rolling again?
Wits awareness.
What's awareness?
Right. One
Bro
success.
failed their wits awareness.
No, I had it. I just wanted to double check. Three successes.
Okay. So, Rosalind and Bunny, you could care less about what is around at this Catholic slash non denominational place. Rosalind, you are a woman of science. None of this is really par for your course. Buddy, you could get into it if you really wanted to, but why?
I'm probably on my phone.
God. Um, uh, Jesus Christ. But our two religious friends, Sister Stella and Sophie, as you were scanning the area, scanning the people surrounded in the front, you notice quite a few of them are kind of just milling about, kind of just there waiting for this to happen. And then there are a select few that are either just standing and waiting, almost like statues, almost in that militant, I'm just gonna stay here and wait my turn. And then there is also people kind of antsing, jumping about, kind of like ecstatic and waiting. Very fangirly, we'll say.
Mosh pit.
No, not a mosh pit.
But that is what you see, other than you do see Serpentine mingling about in the crowd, talking to individuals, giving light touches here and there. General, like, not anything concerning to your eyes. It's more like oh, I understand, kind of on your shoulder or on the arm, or just like a gentle touch. And you see him kind of walk to the front, almost preparing himself to open these doors. Do you do anything before this happens?
I like to imagine that at Rosalind at a social gathering, presumably preparing well in advance, already had like some earplugs ready, just putting them in. Not a fan of the large crowds and obnoxious amount of noise right now. I've got it from every now and again Bunny makes us go to a club as our group bonding activity, so I have them already.
Sister Stella is gonna try to make her way up and try to get his attention. Be like, Father Pentine, do you need help?
He will kind of look about the crowd as multiple people are calling his name, but he does recognize your voice, as you have talked with him before, and he'll kind of look around and spot you, and he says, "Oh, yes, Sister Stella, could you just help me open these doors and kind of corral these individuals to get to their seats?"
Absolutely. And she'll go and open up the doors.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Let me just finish up these chips. Let me just finish these up. Sophie's just eating some chips out of a
I hate you.
Good Crisp Company Outback Barbecue potato crisps tube. She just throws the empty pack away in the garbage and steps in.
Okay. The doors are not locked in really any way. They're just currently closed. So they're an easy push in. It looks like Serpentine is more worried about the crowd rushing in. But you do notice that he does walk in when the doors are opened, nods to the both of you, and he'll start to try and gesture people into pews appropriately, not rushing. You do notice that quite a few people try to rush to get to the front. If you wish to calm them or stop them or clothes hanger them in any way.
I will definitely try to kind of be a physical kind of stop and be like, slow down. It's not going to start any faster with you all rushing into each other.
Yeah, it might actually start slower if it happens at all. Somebody could get hurt.
We don't need to call an ambulance for anybody. Slow down.
All right.
Not yet, anyway.
For this, I'm going to have you give me a strength and intimidation. You do get one help die because Sophie is there.
Awesome. Strength.
Yeah, strength
5 days.
intimidation.
5 days. We hope. 1. I'm gonna re-roll the dice.
Good plan.
3 success.
Okay. You are able to corral them enough to where there isn't much danger. There's no real concern. People are swayed by your buff action.
I almost responded to that, Mark.
As you would. But everyone eventually gets settled down and settled in. Where are all of you sitting?
Wherever I'm sitting, presumably more in the middle, I definitely have Bunny next to me, and I would have another cellmate to my other side, so that I'm not near any just stranger heroes. I'm, trying to stay vigilant, aware, make sure that no one's watching us. Not very good at it, mind you, but just the paranoia of Rosalind not trusting their environments or the people around them.
All right, I'll probably be also in the middle. I'd probably be on the outside pew closest to the outside hall walkway, probably where a pillar is close standing by.
Okay. All right.
Before he were to start, I double check to make sure he doesn't need anything else, or if he needs me to take a position anywhere, hiding plate type deal, whatever it might be.
He will thank you profusely for helping him with the pews. And he will say, "No, please sit down. Enjoy the sermon."
All right. Then if there is a spot near my cellmates, I will go to whatever that spot is.
Okay. So you all sit relatively close together with each other in the middle, it sounds like. Perfect. You all watch as Father Pentine or Sir Pentine will stand up in front of there's an altar, and then there is like a speaking desk, and he'll stand at the speaking desk and he'll say, "Good evening. I do hope that this evening finds you all well." He'll wait for people to murmur or say like, "We're doing good," things like that. And he'll say, "Tonight's sermon is a little bit different from my day sermons that I know a few of you have joined and attended and quite hopefully enjoyed." Says, "Tonight is more about true faith and the understanding that sometimes there is a need for stronger measures in your faith than what society upholds as appropriate." I'm sorry, that got me. Your fucking Yakuza week is getting to me. And he says, "Firstly, before I truly begin this sermon, I would like to know if anyone has any thoughts or questions or anything going on in their life that they would like to speak out." You see Serpentine takes a few minutes. A couple of people do come up and say like, "Oh, I had a bad day," or "This happened," or a family member is downtrodden, or "I'm downtrodden," the medical stuff, whatever is going on. Very TV host priest like miracle worker type things. And he goes through that. You stop eating food in places you can't eat food. God damn it. Okay.
I didn't say it out loud.
You also said that you threw those
Eating my
chips away.
No, I said I threw the tube away. I said I threw the empty tube away, and it was that I threw the chips away.
So fucking much.
I wasn't saying any of this out loud.
I
didn't want to interrupt.
I know, but it triggered me.
We don't realize this, but Sophie's actually a hedge maze wizard. That their only powers that they can summon food in the most inconvenient fucking locations and just really ruin someone's day.
Pipe bombs. Food and pipe bombs.
Yeah, they're just like, "Oh man, I'm in like a fine dining place. Let me pull out a fucking greasy ass pizza. Let me just really get this
Burger.
going."
When you have a dot and matter and a dot and something else, jeez.
Crafting.
Dot and grease wizard.
Oh my god. All right. So he does that, and he says, a few of you I've spoken with, and you are aware that I am from Egypt. I am not originally from here, nor originally from the States. I am originally from Egypt. That is where I hail from, and I am on tour throughout the entire United States. I was recently in Boston for a while at the St. Anthem's, and I am now here for about a month and a half more days, and then I will move on. I'll be going to Hartford, Connecticut after this. He says, when I was very young, I got a calling, and that calling drove me to becoming a priest, not of any particular faith. I started off, I think, the normal way. I did missions for Catholics and Christian church sits, and continued on from there. In essence, I later on took an oath, and that oath has followed me for my entire life ever since. He continues on to talk a little bit about his history. His history does involve him being a young boy in Egypt, moving on to doing missionary work. Some witty comments about his missionary days. Go ahead and make a wits insight for anyone who would like to read into what he is saying currently about his life.
Can I help one of the better ones?
What are you
'Cause it's
going
not
to do?
gonna be
Whisper
funny.
to them?
Yes. I'm making Fletch quotes under my breath, so I'm already whispering.
1 success.
All right, you can help anyone but Freya, because Freya just rolled.
So
Who
you,
has better-
I have none, but I was gonna ask if he's describing his missionary days, and if it's something that may be about trying to see suspicion of his missionary days, maybe just something wrong. Is it more about his story, or is it more about his demeanor? Because if it's his story, then maybe could I roll academics to see if I would know maybe if missionaries would do that kind of work, or maybe there's something weird in the story, knowing my knowledge of what missionary work would be.
I'm sorry, what is Rosalind's knowledge of missionary work?
I have 3 off academic. I'm very well educated. Just 'cause
Academics
I don't
and
have the
fucking
specialty,
science, bitch. You're not a fucking mission man.
They
I have 3
believed
dot
at one
academics, 3
point
dot
that
science.
missionary work would look good on a college application.
Yeah, exactly. I had to do research, and just because, look, I'm well versed. You have to take a lot of extra credit, and also my education was paid for. I took a bunch of extra credit classes, extracurricular classes, because I could.
All right. I will allow you to roll that, but you will have a different outcome from the others if you do it in the academic route.
I will.
Sophie, what did you get? Still eating those chips?
What a great question. I'm so glad you asked.
And you'll get a help die from Buddy.
These chips are so good. What was the dice roll again?
So good you didn't hear what I said. Jesus Christ. You're doing a wits insight on Serpentine as he speaks.
I got 4 successes. Look, I haven't got that lord
I got
yet,
3
Babs.
successes.
Okay. Sister Stella, this just seems like general discussions that a priest would have about, like, this is my life and I'm introducing myself to you to try and, make a bond with you people. Sophie, there is an air to his conversation that does feel a bit performative, we'll say. And then Rosalind, as you are listening intently at his conversation and really trying to understand what he is saying,
Judging him.
judging him harshly. You do notice that there are pockets of like, okay, yeah, that's what a missionary would do. But then there are offshoot adjacent things that missionary work does not involve. There are definitely things where it's like, okay, it's kind of in that realm, and then it veers off to like, well, wait, they don't do that at those places. So either he's gone to a place that didn't do everything officially like they should have, and he's unaware of that, or he did something entirely and is pretending that it was missionary work.
So he's a fake, he's a fraud, he needs to be stopped, and he should probably die. I understand. Thank you, Navs. I've learned this mindset from Lilith about men in power.
That's staying in the recording.
God damn.
Somebody quote that. Somebody just put that right down there in that chat. Quote it up.
You also continue to listen in, and he becomes very passionate about his speech. A lot of the topics he talks about from this point on is about his oath, about his time in the mission work, and what he's learned from it in being like all religions, all loving each other, very like modern day thinking of religion. And how it should be, non-denominational and connected and together and should all love each other and all of that aspects of it. And I need all of you to make with no help from anyone else, composure and resolve.
Do I get a bonus because of my earplugs?
Yes, you do. You get a +2.
Yeah, autism helps, guys.
Oh, I'm gonna reroll some. These dice do not like me today.
He said composure and resolve. This is a really good dice pool for me. I'm even going to use a willpower. 6 successes.
Okay, I was writing. What was it supposed to be again?
Composure, resolve.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
No, everybody. Look, we're all struggling. Okay, I'm sick. Holy shit, that's a crit. Holy shit, 6 with a crit.
Ew.
Five success.
Okay. Sister Stella, it's a normal sermon. It's very preachy in that way, but he's amped and he's getting the crowd going. It's definitely, he knows how to work a crowd for sure. Bunny, same thing. He probably rivals you in being a charismatic individual.
Rival.
So we had a heated rivalry?
And then let's see, Sophie and Rosalind. As you are listening into his conversation, you both hear a different set of words overspeaking him.
Like that.
Oh my god. It's like in how they say in shows, like when you play it backwards, they're saying like Hail Satan. He's like, Hail Snake.
Hail snake.
Hail Cain. Hail Cain.
This
Oh, I'm so glad that you're typing it because I was about to start typing every single thing you were about to say. Oh, good God. Oh, thank fuck. Jesus Christ.
There you go. So this is what he essentially says to the you hear above him what he is saying. So Sister Stella and Bunny, you do not hear this. You only hear his regular sermon. But to Rosalind and Sophie, you essentially hear him speaking his oath. A lot of the implications here is that he witnessed something, it haunts him, and he is here to seek vengeance on those that have wronged him, to atone for something.
Maybe I can get behind this guy a little bit more, actually. I think his message is resonating a little bit more.
I'm just
Speaking
muttering
of-
to myself.
Yeah? What are you muttering?
Man, what is all this weird noise above that I'm hearing? Something about atoning for something. Oh, is that a burn against a god? What is this man talking about right now? I don't know what is going on. Well, this does not seem very... What is this church again? Oh, shit. Oh, sorry, Lord. What?
Bunny is giving
Is
her a
anybody else hearing
weird
this? I'm
look
not sure that I can just...
back because she's in the pack pew. So if she's hearing this, she's looking.
No, Sophie's muttering it very quietly.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
As the two of you are obtaining this information, and everyone is sitting there, I need everyone to please roll me all of your willpower that you have available. This is not something you can
my
use willpower on,
Uh,
and it's just your willpower.
The remaining willpower we have.
Yes.
Okay.
Does my earbuds help? That's that
Not
again.
for this.
No. Guess I gotta give myself a lobotomy.
Man, the dice are not my friends today.
2 successes from me.
Nope.
I mean, if it's a supernatural
4
effect, actually,
successes.
never mind.
Oh. I gotta double check. Wart.
You have to activate it before.
It's hands free.
You still have to say you've activated it.
Oh, okay.
Have success.
Okay.
That's evil, Nabs. I respect it, but that's evil.
I have tried to use that before when I had thwart for my hunter. Unfortunately, the book does rule that it is you have to say to the ST that you're activating it, even if it is hands free. It just means you're not holding a cross or anything to activate it. All right, so Bunny did that. Sophie, what did you get? Also, do correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that was at least what was told to me. All right, so 4, 5, and then 2 fails.
Don't give me the opportunity to correct you, Nabs. Come on.
I give everyone the
don't-
opportunity to correct me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll own up to that, unlike some people.
Is that why? Never mind. Nope, I'm not gonna. Put wood on the flame.
Let's not circle back to the beginning of this conversation.
Okay, so long as they are holding their object, it's hands free, so the hunter is immune to supernatural abilities otherwise require a resistance test for the ability would automatically affect them. The hunter may resist with an edge. In both cases, the hunter will be spending willpower to receive these benefits. I don't think it says anything about declaring having it active.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will do some research on the back end after the session, but for right now, we'll go with what you're saying. on that because you are the one reading it. Ba, ba, ba. So, what is your activation roll for your thwart?
My thwart the unnatural. Looks like it is composure plus occult or science.
Okay. So if you can roll that for me.
Composure, the occult die. Three successes.
Okay. I will add that roll on to yours because that's only fair, I think, at this point. So 4 successes for you, 4 for Sophie, 5 for Bunny. Good old Rosalind gets a 2.
I think that should be enough to succeed. Otherwise, I think we kind
So-
of cruel and vindictive.
Sister Stella, Bunny, and Sophie, like I said before, it's a sermon. It's charismatic. It's up and bopping around. People are ecstatic about it. Sophie, obviously, you have the adage knowledge that there is some sort of doublespeak going on. You're not really sure what's going on. It could be from him. It could be from God. You're not really sure.
Is it like what is the voice? Is it like just his voice on top of it, or is it something that's like more whispery, more gravelly, more
It's definitely whispery, but it's got I don't know if Sophie would have watched Harry Potter.
probably.
Essentially the partial tongue speak. It's what it sounds like.
Oh,
It's a fire soon to land. Anyway.
But Rosalind, you are enamored by his sermon. You believe in it fully. You feel like he is correct in what he's saying. You're kind of jiving with what he's talking about.
Okay, which sermon am I jiving with? Am I
Clearly,
jiving
the
with
one that
the
is
one?
not actually being spoken.
Okay, so I'm vibing with the one that is about his oath. You're saying
Yes.
that does make a lot of sense. Rather than sitting there like, well, he also was wronged by a group that that he swore vengeance against. He made sure that they would pay and fire and vengeance. Wow, he's literally me for real, for real.
But yeah, you essentially you feel a kinship with this individual.
oh, that's all. What does this sound remind me of again? Oh yeah, that's that fucking person tongue. Oh, sorry, Lord, I swore again in your church. It's that person tongue from that one movie about the hairy pooper or something. I can't wait to tell guys about this. Hopefully they're not falling for this shit show. Oops, sorry, Lord.
Lightning strikes you twice.
We're here outside the Thunderbird.
It got out.
Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time I got hit by some lightning.
No, essentially the sermon goes on and it kind of ends peacefully in that like, all right, it's it's been an hour, people are tired, and he shuffles everyone out, ends the sermon. A few people linger and kind of fangirl over Serpentine. By the way, for those who do not know what Serpentine looks like,
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Come on, man.
this is the man who has been preaching to you for an hour.
Joke's on you, I'm AFK. Be back, foul beast. Can't catch me if I don't look.
But he kind of caters to the individuals who are milling about. They eventually leave. What do you all do?
I just got a couple questions for these guy real quick. Y'all don't mind stepping outside? I'll be right out in a minute.
I actually also have to get a couple things from him.
Nah, that's okay. Sister Still, I think that it would be a good idea if I do this alone real quick.
That's unfortunate.
I got some confessions to make, if you know what I mean.
That's fine.
I mean, if you're going to also go up, I figured I could exchange a few words with this man. I think that there's a interesting connection that I notice.
I need the next couple of books he has.
Oh, wait, did you guys hear that? Hazel Tongue talk, too?
So there was something else going on with him. I knew the weird, creepy vibes I got from him the first time. And sorry.
Oh, I'm so glad that we're on the same page, Sister Stella. I was, not gonna lie, I was a little worried about so we'll see after this one. And I just look over at
No,
Rosalind.
I didn't hear anything, but
Yeah, he
there's
had
something
some
about him.
weird, I'm gonna kill everyone and God sermon going on above his actual sermon. It was really weird. It was like this weird whisper. You ever watch that movie where they had that kid that could talk like a snake? It was real whispered like.
No, I haven't seen that movie. But more importantly, I think it might be better if we don't handle that and we tell Inquisitor Dominic.
Well, what if Inquisitor Dominic is in on it?
He wouldn't be.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Rosalind? What about you, Bunny? How do you feel about that sermon?
You see, Rosalind will contemplate her words for a few moments. Definitely looks to be in a better mood than starting out to the whole event. Before just saying, I understand it.
You understand what? Exactly.
I understand how he feels. I also heard the other version of, or actually, Rosalind kind of lean. Actually, no, I don't think Rosalind would say that. They say I understand what he was saying. I understand how he was feeling, and just leaves it at that. Just kind of gives a thoughtful look to him and kind of just thinking to themselves.
He is a very angry, wrathful person.
I can't confirm that, but I did ask you here to be extra ears and eyes. So, thank you for being those.
Are we all going to confront this individual, or are we going to...
I'm going to get the other books in his line of books. And then I am going to request, Sophie, you come with me to see Father Dominic.
I mean, I want to talk to this guy as well.
This is where he's staying for the current moment in time. I don't think he's going to be leaving it anytime soon.
I don't know. He might catch wind that we're on to him.
As we're all huddled in this fucking area, talking about how he's suspicious and evil.
I'm staying in the back because I just want to leave because he's giving me big creep vibes and I don't want to be here anymore.
the competition of
All
the
right.
charismatic competition.
So it sounds like at least 3 of you are at least walking up to him right now.
I mean, I'll join.
Okay. So
Yeah.
then, Bunny, are you walking with them or are you staying behind and just watching the scene happen?
I think I'm just gonna stay back and watch the scene happen in case something does happen.
Okay. So, Sister Stella, Rosalind, and Sophie, you walk up to Serpentine, who has come down from the altar and has swayed away the other individuals who had been mingling around. So it is just him there. Seems to be tidying up in some way as the 3 of you approach.
Other Penta.
He'll turn and says, Sister Stella.
I have some friends that I would like you to meet.
Ah, always a
Sophie
welcome.
and this one is Sophie and the other one is Rosalind.
Nice to meet you, good sir.
Lovely to meet you
Also-
as well.
Do you have some extra copies of the other books that I might be able to snag?
I do, actually. I was hoping you would attend this sermon. And he will pull out 2 books, a volume 2 and a volume 3. He says, I do hope you've been enjoying the reading so far.
So far, it's been very interesting.
Good, I appreciate it. Please let me know if there's any notes that you would like to confer about.
I'll definitely do so after reading these 2.
Of course.
While they're talking, can I get a good look at his eyes and see if there's like anything weird about his eyes?
Sure, give me a wits awareness or a wits investigation. The investigation, you're going to be like in his face.
I'll do an awareness.
Okay.
I'm not ready to make him blush yet.
I'm gonna say, show your normal self.
If
Yes,
Bunny
again.
has like car keys that are like remote starter, she just press that button.
I
She's-
believe you probably would, yeah.
I got 3 successes.
They look like normalized to you. Maybe a little bit more pronounced. Maybe he's wearing contacts. You're not really sure, but they're
What color?
brighter. Do you ask what color they are?
Yeah.
They are definitely a more translucent kind of yellowish hazel.
He has my fucking eyes. Take him out. Take him out. Literally my eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this.
He stole them.
Uncomfortable
What the
now.
fuck?
He actually took your eyes. He's
Yeah,
Anyway.
me, the player.
Yeah,
he took
yeah.
my fucking eyeballs.
It's certainly not like I had any reason for this photo. Anyways, you converse with him still, and he'll look over to Rosalind and Sophie and says, "It's lovely to meet the 2 of you. Can I interest you in anything?"
No, I'm just gonna ask a quick question. I know I wasn't paying too much to the actual sermon, but did I make note that he maybe perhaps made mention of an oath in his normal sermon?
Yes, he said it a few times that he had come across an oath that he bound himself to, essentially.
Yeah, in his normal one, I meant like the non
yeah.
evil version. Okay, just make sure. Rosalind will have like stand there with her arms crossed, looking up at him because she's short as hell, and she just kind of mulls over for a second and says, "I wanted to make note that I thought your mention of oaths were quite relatable."
Oh, yes. I quite enjoy talking about my oath. It is important to me.
I can understand that. Having something so important to you that no matter what, that you'll see through to it or stick to it.
He'll kind of look down at you more knowingly.
Mm.
Well, he has to. She's fucking short.
Mhm.
Imagine gaze, okay? There's no shame. There's no discomfort.
He'll say, do you have a belief or an oath that you follow?
I also hold myself to an oath of sorts and have an obligation for the protection of others.
Yeah, and the terrorization of children, but you know.
He looks
Unfortunately,
quizzically.
comes in a line of work when you're a doctor.
A doctor. That's very interesting. What kind of doctoral studies do you do?
More into clinical, but I dabble into other fields. But that's not as much as the focus I wanted to talk about. I don't like talking about work when I don't have to. Just I can understand an oath like that. And it's refreshing to see another individual that share the same conviction.
I greatly appreciate that. If you would like, we could certainly talk more about it another time.
He's a lovely conversationalist.
Thank you, Sister Stella. You are too.
Thank you.
If I can find the time, I'm rather busy with research, but I'll let Stella know if I
I'll set up
have
a
the
time.
time.
Well, thank
Don't
you,
worry.
Sister Stella. I appreciate you being so forthcoming with your friends. We'll give a couple of seconds. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so Sophie heads off to the car. You see that Serpentine is still willing to chat with you guys, still talking about the sermon. He gives you those books. He seems pretty genuine at this time, of just like, I did a sermon and you guys are here to ask questions and do things, and he kind of waits for you guys to end it.
Thank you so very much for taking the time after to talk to us. It's always appreciated.
Of course. Please come again anytime. I'm only here for another month and a half, so.
I'll definitely try to come again. So,
Of course, of course.
Rosalind, I have another person I'd like for you to meet if you wouldn't mind.
The other individual or the other person you were talking about earlier.
Yes. And if we're able to find Bunny too, I think they might also enjoy meeting the person who helped me become who I am.
Bunny, you are still kind of waiting at the pews as you did watch Sophie go to the car.
You'll see as you mentioned this. I think it would be known to Rosalind that this just like mentor figure is from an org, right? Like if I remember correctly, like
You know
knowing
that Sister Sheila is a representative of St. Leopold. You don't know if her mentor is, but you can make an assumption that he is probably a part of it in some way.
Yeah, so you see like the look on Rodlin's face immediately sours as they think of the fact of potentially talking to an org affiliated member, as she'll say, I don't think that I would be a
It's
good person to bring to that conversation. I don't do very well with people in that kind of work.
I can understand that. I just also kind of see him as like a father figure. I figured it'd be nice to have my friends meet them.
Oof. Pull out the big guns.
You see like the battle on like Rosalind's face is just like
You don't have to if
makes
you
it.
don't want to. It's fine. I do have to stop and say hello, but that's neither here nor there.
I will accompany you. I will not say much, but I'll be there.
That's fine.
All right.
Have a good evening.
You as well, Sister Stella. It was lovely meeting your friends and always good talking with you. You guys head off to Inquisitor Dominic's office. Bunny, you are with them.
Before we actually go in there, it's just like,
Right.
that was absolutely...
Yes,
you don't have to go in there and talk to him. I was just trying to figure out a nice, easy segue for us to leave.
Oh, okay, then I'm just going to stand at the doorway then, because I mean, is he still affiliated, or is he affiliated?
Yes.
Then yeah, I don't have any kind words to say to affiliated members.
Understandable. He has probably roughly about 4 times the amount of experience that any of us here have combined, so...
I don't doubt his expertise or his skill, but it's more of a concept of a principle and what he works for.
The eradication of supernatural entities, alright.
There's a difference for why. Like, it would look a little like awkward, like saying that, in the place we don't know is totally safe or not, but we'll kind of like lower her voice and say, look, there are many who do that for many different reasons, and most of them are for the wrong reason. Just because they might have a similar goal doesn't mean that they're going to do it in a way that's correct or a way that is right. So the reason why most of us left our group.
I understand. You also... never mind. We can have this... I don't want to escalate this conversation.
Not in my church.
I will... I'll meet you at the car. It'll be fun.
Wow, Stella's trying to throw shade in the house of God. Wow. Put that shit on the wall. But the Rosin will just leave. Just like nod and well, at least appreciate the Stella's, ability to be a bit subtle here and not immediately blurt out a huge fight about the morality of fighting supernaturals in the middle of church. And we'll, head on out.
Yeah.
Bunny, do you stay with Sister Stella?
I'm up for meeting new people.
Okay. So Sister Stella and Bunny, you head to Inquisitor Dominic's office. Sister Stella, you knock on the door as you often do. And he'll say, "Come on in, please."
And I will enter in first.
He says, "Sister Stella, it's good to see you again."
Good to see you as well, and I'm happy to see that you're awake at this time of night.
Burning the midnight hour, if you will.
Absolutely. I have a very important question. Some of my cellmates... by the way, this is Bunny, one of them.
Hi.
I've told you about them before, but...
Yes, you have told me about them before. It's lovely to meet you.
It's so nice to meet you too.
Internally, I hate this woman.
Definitely can like the small eyebrow twitch, and it's just like a sigh from Stella, just like, all right, well, I wanted to check in with you, but more importantly, I think that you should keep an eye on Serpentine.
Interesting. Has there been any incidents that I should be aware of?
One of my cellmates who unfortunately had to step away and talk to somebody. Um, they said they heard something over top of his sermon.
Interesting. Not many supernaturals can do that.
That's what I was worried about. I don't know if you would have any idea of a list or a couple that might come off the top of your head, but it would be nice.
He is going to try and assess something. He'll ask questions of like, what did they say? What were they talking about? Things like that.
Gotcha. Unfortunately, I don't have all of the information, and when I'm able to, I will get the bulk of it to you.
Certainly. He succeeded on his role massively. So he is going to say, well, make sure the door is locked and it's all soundproofed and whatever. He says, there are a few supernaturals that could quite possibly have this type of doublespeak. There is a certain type of blank body that has this ability. And then there are two types of shifters that have this ability. One is known mostly to be extinct, and the other is what's called a naga, a snake person shifter.
Would that be something native to Egypt?
They have been known to be native to that area. They sprawl out very significantly, but they're rarer these days. There was a massive incident in which the majority of their kind were wiped, but some still live.
You know, it's times like these that I had a higher roll.
Gotcha. I don't think he's a blank body. Just because he has I have seen him during the day. So
Certainly.
so you said Naga, and what was the other one?
There's an extinct species of shifters. They are essentially an adjacent version of the Naga, but they deal more with dragons.
Dragon.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So, like, how sure are we that they're like extinct?
Very sure.
So, it'd be much easier to be like, it's Sanaga.
I mean, it would also make sense since he is from Egypt.
Could quite certainly be more of a Naga. They are a more gentler type of shifter. Not that they should be alive at all, but they tend to only seek out truths and knowledge and an understanding of people and their faiths, often hiding in religious garbs.
Well, all I have to say is be careful. Since you're sharing a roof with him.
I will keep my eyes wide open for Serpentine.
And one more thing. I feel as if I'm not contributing enough with the cell, especially on the financial front. Is there anything I could do to possibly open up some avenues of income
Well,
for them?
there are a couple of hotspot areas in the city that your cell could certainly look into for some cash.
Oh, I'm always willing to help. If you could just write down those places, I'll take a look at them.
Absolutely, I can certainly give that, and I'll give you the contact to talk to those individuals as well. And he'll write down some information. He'll give a piece to both of you to have.
Thank you.
Of course.
Do try to get some proper rest tonight, though.
Yes, I'm not staying up very much longer now that I know that there's a supernatural here in this holy ground. I will be more apt to get some good rest to be ready.
All right. Good night, Inquisitor.
Good night, Sister Stella. Good night, Bunny.
Good night. It was so nice to meet you.
Sorry, I went into pen time. I just realized that. Sorry.
Oh my god, he was serpentine all along!
Snakeskin. No.
Everybody in here is
And then-
actually just serpentine.
You solved the case. You solved the case for you. Now you get to a real game can
Now
start.
you have to kill Inquisitor Dominic.
No! Oh, God.
Kill your touchstone, Freya. Kill him.
Do it.
Oh.
You leave to go back to the bus, the van, whatever it fucking is, at any given moment.
Van.
Yeah, we're not that weird to have a giant ass bus. It's I think a little too conspicuous, you know. I think we would
So Rosalind has discussed with you this chalk zone space, this individual that's been trapped in the chalk zone area. You had your own research put in there as to what that was, thanks to Inquisitor Dominic. You have a little bit more understanding that it is this strange symbol that you had researched.
The church is set or
Yes.
whatever.
Yep. Well, you would, in your research, you know that this is backtracked to something called a Setite.
Set. There we go.
But they are now currently called the Church of Set.
Got it.
And I believe
Setite.
you did inform the cell that.
Yes.
And Rosalind has asked you to meet them at a random room number that is a classroom, which Rosalind, you know, is where this shock zone portal is. Sister Shelley, you walk in on Bunny and... Well, Bunny kind of sitting there with a camera again. And Rosalind is writing an equation on the board.
What's up with the equation?
It's another piece of the puzzle that I haven't quite figured out yet. Something involving this equation about putting it in wrong, then right, seems to bridge a gap between this and the other realm. I'm not exactly sure why yet. We need to get more information. I
I'm
was
not
also
going
like,
to be any help with that, but I can certainly give thumbs up.
I also make mention that like I feel like increasingly as time been going on, it's been like more and more apparent that like Rosalind just looks more and more like tired throughout like the weeks. And I think like this week shows, especially like with all the preparation she's been doing, the patients she's been taking care of, like she looks rough. She looks really tired and just kind of like, forcing herself to continue on, like to push on.
You're doing a great job. Though you do need some rest. You look exhausted.
She like gives a frown and she'll say, I can I don't have time to rest right now because time is of the essence, and we have
No,
so many
I
leads we need to deal with that we do not.
understand. Unfortunately, you're not going to be very much use to anybody if you keep doing this. So, how about we do this, and then you take one day to, I don't know, go out somewhere, go to like Chili's. I'm pretty sure remember you said you like Chili's. Go to Chili's, and then, you know, don't go back into the lab for a day and just rest.
If we find Caitlin, I can maybe do that, but I
All right, so
can't rest it.
let me put this in a better frame. We're gonna figure out some stuff in there today, and then I'm either going to then we're going to go to Chili's, and then after that, you're either going to rest or I'm going to forcibly make you rest.
See, Roslyn, just
I will treat you like the children that I treated back at the orphanage.
shoulders slouch, just clearly too tired to continue fighting with you on this, and just ultimately relents, just giving a small sigh. I'll fine if that's what it takes. So I can continue tomorrow, but this is important. Once I finish this, we will be able to step through, and it'll be a mirror of our reality, and the creature that we originally encountered should be still in the room.
All right, and it's trapped behind the bookcase, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, if I remember properly, the reason why it might be trapped there and stuck there is because there's some type of ward keeping it there. So let's try to figure out what that ward is, and then move deeper in.
That sounds good. I don't know if like I said, I heard the voice of Caitlin when I first poked my head in, but that might have just been this creature or another trying to mimic her voice to draw me in. So be aware.
Gotcha. All right. We got this. It'll be fine. And if not, it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
We'll just finish the equation and essentially get everything prepared. Finally finish the finalizing the preparation.
Okay. Sister Stella and Bunny, you watch as Rosalind does the equation and incorrectly puts in the answer of 48 and then erases the 48 to be 49. You watch as the chalk kind of ripples a little. Don't. Yeah, it ripples into what looks to be like almost like a liquid bubble. And Rosalind, what do you do from there?
I think we'll once again set up the rope system of making sure that we have a rope tied to us, we know the way back, and also to make sure that if we need to be pull one another, we can easily do so. And I think that's. Well, if we have you take like a selfie stick, and she'll look over to Bunny and say, "Bunny, I need you to put your camera through the portal so we can make sure that the initial landing zone is safe. If we can see through the camera, make sure everything's okay, then step through."
Yeah, no problem. And she'll put the phone through with a little bit of her hand just to make sure that she has a good look of the room, turning it around.
Sure. Sister Stella, you watch as this camera on this selfie stick and then also Bunny's arm goes through the chalkboard.
Yep. Definitely like the video. That's weird.
Looking at Bunny's phone, you will see that it is the same site as it had been before. It's like a sketched version of the room. It looks pretty clear. You see that the book shelving is there. It looks untouched from the last time you guys were there.
Can I pull out the phone and do the zoom in motion so that I can get a better look at the bookcase to see if the book that I had picked up the last time has been focused back? Like the book has replicated itself back to where it was?
No, it has not.
Okay.
All right. Who first?
Oh, I'll go. But before that, the camera that the phone that's going to be staying there, I make sure that it's on the FaceTime and it's recording that FaceTime, and I'll set it down pretty far away from the chalkboard.
Okay. You do so with ease, with no issues.
All right, and then I head on in.
You watch Bunny get enveloped into this chalkboard.
Alrighty.
Okay,
3,
I'll
2,
follow.
1.
Actually, no, let's go at the same time. Why not? Let's just.
All right. You both head in. There are no altering effects. You do look at each other and notice that you are in a sketched version of yourself.
Alright, so what is it? That bookcase? Where the spooky guy is?
Yeah, I wouldn't get too close, especially since the book isn't there, so he can jump out at you like at any point in time right now.
I mean, I gotta go see the ward, or whatever's keeping him in place, so. Pardon me.
Sister Stella, you walk over to the area where the bookshelf is. There is a book on the ground, and presumably there's someone stuck there. You don't see anyone right now, but from what they were saying, there was someone there.
I don't see anybody over here.
I hope
That
the
mean-
book wasn't the ward.
That is a very likely possibility.
Alright,
Just our
Oh.
luck, isn't it?
I'll go and pick up the book from the ground then.
Please make a composure and resolve as you pick up the book.
Okie dokie. It is 5 dice.
Just watch Stella get fucking disintegrated in 4 eyes. Oh shit!
Not again.
We gotta grab a new muscle nut.
We're gonna. There we go. 4 successes.
Okay. As you pick up the book, it is again like a sketched replica of the book that you received from Rosalind that has the symbol of the Sedites. And as you look up into the bookshelf where you presume that this book fell from, you see a sketched face of an individual in what looks to be Aztec or Mayan garb staring at you.
Can you speak?
They kind of tilt their head at you a little bit, and they do speak out some words this time, but it is in a language that you do not understand.
With my knowledge of the academics, would I be able to identify said language?
You
Not understand it, but to at least identify it.
You may make an attempt to recognize the language, yes.
Bunny, can I get the camera so we're able to record him?
Sure. And I'll come closer with the stick.
5 successes.
Rosalind, as you are hearing this speak, you are able to pinpoint that it is Aztec.
Well, he's speaking Aztec, so it might be rather difficult for us to get a quick and easy translation here. Actually, I mean, does our phone work here?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can do Google Translate.
I mean, I don't even know if they're in the Google Translate. I'm actually wondering now.
There
They're in
isn't.
Google list.
Oh.
I'm looking it up. There's not. Yeah, you're right. We tried.
Yeah, I pre-looked it up because I knew this was gonna fucking come up.
But we can record the words that they're saying and cross-reference it with old books to see if we can decipher
Nahu
the words.
Naruto is the
We don't
specific
talk about that
language
show.
name? No, that's the name of the language.
Yes.
NHUATL.
You don't know what he is saying now, but he is speaking it, and it seems like he's continued to speak it, hoping that you understand what he is saying.
I'm sorry. I've got nothing, friend.
Try a different language.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Let me see if they know that language. They tilt their head. It sounds like there's something that registers with them, but it's possible that the language is off.
To be
Ooh,
fair.
Let me try. Bonjour.
They look at you even weirder.
So, Sedite?
They kind of prop their head up at you, and they'll nod vigorously.
All right.
We're gonna have
I've
to
got-
do like yes or no questions here.
The problem is we
You
don't
can't.
know what languages he knows. It looks like Spanish kind of triggered something a little bit, but to be fair, if he is a Sedite, means he's probably a blank body, which also means that
Yeah. Hey, do
and
you
he's Aztec,
drink
so
blood?
Spaniard.
It looks to Bunny quizzically. It speaks out words, but it shakes his head no.
Well, he can understand us.
I'm gonna point it at the teeth, at my teeth. Be like,
He bares his teeth, and you notice that he doesn't have fangs.
oh, all right, this is strange. He doesn't have any fangs.
Bunny makes a claw motion. Claws. Do you have claws? It makes a swiping motion.
You see him like back up a little bit, but he can't go far because he's stuck between these bookshelves. But he seems startled by the motion of the claws.
Sorry. Right?
Doesn't have claws. Doesn't have fangs. Are they like mermaids or something?
Well, our best bet is to try and at least get some words to be able to translate what he said, but maybe if I can say the name, I can ask about Caitlin, you might recognize it.
There's a translator.
All right, hang on.
All right. Let's. Oh gosh, words are tough.
The real
Bunny
question is
finds the
they must know how to
translator.
write it
She's
down.
vigorously looking for one.
Are any of you know how to spell how to spell the Aztec language?
No, but we can.
Voice record it.
Yeah, we can record it and then try to figure it out from there.
It'd be really funny if if it
Gucci.
just was actually completely wrong and we tried to use it. It's just like, oh my god, he's evil, and it turned out he's actually just really chill.
Well, you remember that they opened their maw and tried to eat you.
Big white mouth.
Yeah.
Put in what are you? And then we can try to say it. I don't know how to pronounce any of these things, but we can certainly try.
Christ in heaven.
You implement it in there and you speak it to him, and he will speak out to you, and it records it, to essentially saying, my name is Toltec. I'm a Sedite.
Okay.
Okay, what is a said I?
You ask him that, and he says, great warriors of Set, follower to those who drink blood.
Cool.
He scrunches his
Okay,
face at you.
Google. Follower of those who drink blood.
They're called ghouls.
Yeah, it's a very safe assumption there that he's a ghoul of some capacity, though actually that
How
he wouldn't be
how
alive then, because unless he's being sustained by this
plain?
by this realm, because he would, from my knowledge of ghouls, if we had to deal with them a lot in SAD, they typically require sustenance to survive, and they would also exhibit extreme signs of addiction. So this creature here does not seem to suffer from such withdrawal or cravings or even signs of age. Either something here is sustaining them or they're feeding on something else here.
Do we know if things actually age in this place?
You do not
No,
know.
but we can ask.
We can certainly ask.
I'm gonna ask who put you here first. So I think that might be important.
He says, big blood drinker.
No name. Okay. How do you does time affect here?
Have you
He'll,
aged?
he'll say, he doesn't know. He's been here. He does not know how long.
Great.
We should ask if there's others here. That's probably the most important next piece
Okay.
of information we can use.
Right?
Is there others here?
Says, I do not know.
What do you know the year you were put in here?
Yes, give me a second.
Because there is such thing as a Mayan calendar, and we could probably go off of that for the Aztec.
They actually with the literate guys. That's why I was stuck behind the books.
He will give the year 1863,
That makes sense.
which Rosalind and Bunny, you know, is the year that UMass was founded.
My God.
All right.
So wait,
So-
he's 1863, but he's not Aztec.
Yeah.
So
There was a time period where a Aztec, the grandchild of an Aztec priest, a samurai, and Abraham Lincoln could have all sent a telegram to each other and then gone on a crazy, wacky adventure.
Okay.
yeah, it's
Also,
also
a potential ghoul, so he's probably like traversed years.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
The ghouls, they probably eat very old. um, So we are potentially dealing with a incredibly old ghoul.
What's keeping you here?
He looks down at what is seemingly the floor. Go ahead and make a wits awareness as he stomps on the floor.
Okay.
I don't like when you ask me to do that, Nabs. It's just a mockery at this point. 1 success. Oh my god! If we match our dice, Freya,
We have a
we can get a crit. Can we combine our power?
You know what? I'll have only one more willpower to use. So That'll
And
be fine.
it
Three
was Wits and
successes.
what? Awareness?
Which awareness?
Only got one left on my willpower.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Valid.
One success.
3.
All right. So Rosalind and Bunny, you do not see anything pop up or form. Sister Stella, as he stomps, you do see that there's like a glowing type of sigil or ward under his feet. That when he stomps, he even gets shocked by it.
Sure. I'm gonna try to like commit the word to my memory so that when we get out of here I can write it down.
Absolutely.
Actually, so they get a written thing, right? Could I have said that since I have preparation tools, can I say that I prepared like a piece of paper and like some charcoal so then we can like, scribble it on?
You wouldn't be able. You'd have to sketch it instead, because otherwise you have to get into that ward, and you can't.
Oh, okay, then I'll just hand a piece of paper and pencil to to Stella. There you go. I prepared.
Why
Didn't think-
are you stuck here? What did you do to have them put you here?
He says he failed his trials.
That's
Gotcha.
harsh.
Sister Stella, in your readings for the Sedites, they go through an intense amount of different trials to be closer to Set, which you are able to discern later on is they become vampires.
Gotcha.
So they have like an extensive amount of ghouling, where there are ghouls who are being tested rigorously through harsh sacrificial rituals, and then if they are proven, if they prove themselves, they then get the kindred.
Gotcha.
So that's the big bad blood guy.
Can see him.
You watch him shake his head. No.
Let's
Okay.
ask him why he attacked us. That was
Why did you attack my friends before?
He says, I was scared, and I thought I could get out.
Gotcha.
another question from me. Did he hear my voice and another voice respond a while ago?
He nods and he says, Caitlin.
You know Caitlin.
He tries to point to Rosalind and said, she said Caitlin.
And you heard the response.
Yes, I heard.
Where do you remember where that voice came from?
He will point to the chalkboard. It says, in chalk.
Are you referring to my voice or the voice of Caitlin?
Voice of Caitlin. He heard it coming out from where he's from.
They're out into our realm, essentially.
So essentially, you heard it as if it was in there. He heard it as if it was in the other place.
Rosalind, I think your friend might be stuck in between.
Chalkboard.
There might be more than one space here.
Or like if you get different answers, you'll go to different places.
Maybe.
Don't chalk zoneception me. Okay.
I mean, it could very well be, put a different answer and another zone opens.
I know she's being trapped by something, and this creature, it puts its victims in a liminal state of caught in between things. So something put her here, and it's feeding off her potential. It have
You don't
it
know
has to
that.
be. I do know that. I've been researching. I've been studying. I found evidence here. I've in the books, and I have not been getting sleep for no reason. I have been working to figure this out, and I'm so close. I just
Well, here's the thing. We can just test it out, can't we?
yes. It's just there might be whatever did this is most likely to return at some point. We can't stay in here then forever here, and we need.
Unless they forgot that this was a connection to it and they have a different connection with it. Like a three-way call.
This very well could just be like another entry point, and going through the portal is like a hallway that's open for that split second that you're going through.
Is there a roll that someone could make to see if like somebody has been here or the chalkboard was used at recently at any time?
Yes, I will warn you it's at a high difficulty because you and Rosalind have been going through the track zone quite significantly.
Well, maybe we'll just leave it here for a little bit and then we can take another glance at it.
I'm gonna look at the Sedite and be like, "What's your name?"
He will say that his name is Tolkok.
Okay. All right. I'll figure out something with that.
He
With
knows.
But I
this
have to go farther in to see things, so
He nods.
with this school, we have a chance. It does seem to be heavily invested in its ideologies. I do have the means to sever the addiction of the blood from it, if given time to do the procedure. If we wanted to, perhaps bring him back towards the side of humanity, though I don't think that there's much hope for a man so caught out of time. And
Well-
most likely the ravages of time will catch back up to him if he was not. Considering how old he must have been when he was here, when UMass was founded, he most likely will instantly die without his fix for blood.
that
We
could
can't know that.
possibly happen. But this place also might stop aging entirely. So
I
should
mean,
we tell him here?
even before he entered in
Mm.
here, his age was most likely pretty high. I mean, he could have been. He's full Aztec garb here when UMass was founded. I doubt he was particularly young.
We don't know.
You don't, but I'm saying it's a great risk that he is more than likely he will probably die if we take him out of here, or if he does not get more blood at some point after leaving.
Why don't we ask him? Give him the facts that would probably be the thing. I mean, he is a person. He's not full blank.
He is a
So
blood-addled ghoul. He's been, what's the word? But a good way to describe it, he drank the Kool-Aid. He's fully invested in this Sedite mentality. He probably
It's-
killed and murdered many in his master's names.
When was this school founded?
1863.
1863. There were plenty of people that have probably killed people just because something went one way or another. At the end of the day, it's important to give people a choice. And I don't know if he really wants to keep with the Setite bit. Since he's been stuck here, especially if we tell him the amount of time he's lost.
And like the big blood that put him here probably forgot about him.
I would doubt that he would have forgotten. More like it was an eternal banishment, most likely, or perhaps maybe even this is, like I said, the lair of the
What that
creature I
sounds
made
like,
mention.
internal banishment sounds like we might have an ally. So,
Look, I
I
can't
don't deny
hurt
that.
to try and figure it out because there's also the fact that we need to know if we can do it in the first place and bring Caitlin back without
say,
any trouble.
I never said that this. I wasn't willing to try it. I'm just informing you of the potential risk
the
and the
risks.
fact that this we're dealing with a ghoul that could very well be problematic. That he could turn on us at any moment. These ghouls
Alright,
aren't. A lot of ghouls aren't people. They've succumbed to the call of the blood and they lose themselves in it without proper help from psychic surgery. They can't come back if they're far enough gone.
well then, how about we go farther in, investigate, and then we can, on our way back out, we can inform him of the state of the world on the outside. And from there, we can gauge whether or not it is appropriate to bring him back out. Gauge how he would feel about, seeing the world out there and leaving the group he is a part of. I doubt that he would. Indoctrination is hard, especially with such things.
Possible, but I just wouldn't get your hopes up. Just don't.
I, unfortunately, am gonna have to try either way. I would rather take something away from any possibility of kindred, or not kindred, blank body taking over and getting another one in their ranks. Who knows, maybe the church cult of Set is not a forever banishment thing, just a couple 100 years and then come back and make them retry their trials again type of deal.
We would never let him go back. Like I think you need to understand that we can't let him go back.
I
The
agree.
issue-
Oh yeah, he's either gonna live or as a human-ish, or we're gonna completely destroy him.
Oh, I agree. Trust me, do I agree. Anyway, let's go deeper, or I can just go deeper and you all can figure out if there's more things here.
We examined this room pretty thoroughly last we were here. I think it would be better to examine further in. This I don't not particularly fond of leaving him unmonitored. I don't think it should be too much of a problem. He's like at this point,
He's not going
Rosalind's like
anywhere. He's stuck in it, so
like at this point, like has noticed now, like Rosalind's lip is like bleeding a little bit. They're like biting their lip the whole time, thinking about scenarios and thinking about what to do about Caitlin and what to go next. So it's just their lip is just like all chapped up now, just fucked up from all their biting.
Bunny takes out some nice little chapstick, hands it over.